Peace and blessings. All right, we're coming to you live on another fantastic Wednesday. Sounds feel it. All right, coming to y'all back. We got CL crude oil. We're gonna be talking about them XRP. Gotta get some XRP. But yeah, so I want to talk about leading your weekly time frame, right? Understanding like what the market gonna do, picking your direction, and when you're not clear on the move with current news events, just by sticking to the technicals, trading the technicals, and not worrying about nothing else. A lot of times you get caught up in worrying about the other stuff that be going on with uh, the markets, about people saying, oh, they're gonna do this, they're gonna do this, they plan on doing this, blah blah blah. This person did this to this person, and so forth, right? It's a whole bunch of messy mumbo jumbo, right? That's all it is, a whole bunch of messy mumbo. So what I do understand is this. If you know anything about candles, especially any bullish candle or bearish candle, a bull candle open at the bottom, close at the top. Bear candle open at the top, close at the bottom. All right. But before you got to understand that, you got to understand candlestick placement. The typical candle will at least engulf this candle a minimum 38% to 100% or greater before the next candle form, like here, right? So this candle, we can easily say, hey, it went 60 to 70% into this previous week candle of the 18th of November, right? So let me change this template. Sorry. All right. So I want to put this candle, I'll put this fill right here. And then we're going to throw it here. So since this candle started here, we're going to measure it from bottom to up because it's a bull candle, right? So if you look at it, this candle is bullish. The next candle open up, they're going to open at where this one closed. That's why all candlesticks form at the previous closing price of the candle, right? So when this candle opened, it started off at 100%, and then when you look at it, it got all the way down. So actually, 100% down here, you're up here. Price together. So yeah, yep, bada boom. You look at it, right? This candle got 65%, 78% of the previous candle. If I could, you can add your 70% fill and you'll be right there. So let's do that. To be wait for you. Okay, so there's your 70%, right? So you look at it, in the previous week candle, this candle came and it closed 70% of this previous candle, right? So same concept. When we was like people was asking me like, hey, what you think CL gonna do this week? Where you think they're gonna go? Some people predicting price stay below $70. Some people saying, hey, gonna be at 69 and some change for the rest of the year, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, man, listen, I take one day at a time, right? I mark out my weekly levels, like always. I go from point A to point B, right? Just easy, simple, markup. Weekly high, weekly low. I just mark those up. So that way I have my weekly range established. Right? Cut, dry, simple. Now, people is asking, what you think gonna happen? Well, I don't know, but I can guarantee you we open here, at least we're gonna come 60%, 61% or greater into this candle before we head down. We're gonna be bearish the way they say they are, right? But we must fill partial of this candle because we open here. We got to get inside this candle. And then from there, we can probably go see some continuations, right? And like I told them, now we can change the format here. Boom. Up. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Right. So when I marked it up, Apologies, I don't know what's going on today. Market. So we're looking for price to pull back into this count. So we need 0 here. We're looking for continuation of the bear side, and then we need the 100% there. So you look at it today as of Wednesday, you see price pulled up to the 65%, 70% range, right? Go down to a 1-hour chart. And then you just look at what price did. Okay. So it's our weekly low. This is how we started the week off. So this Friday, okay, Friday, everything's smooth. Monday, open up, we dump, right? Pull back, dump. It's all that previous week. We over here. So you seen they were dropping price down. That's why the candle was bearish, and they was gonna say, "Hey, this one only get a lot of people." When you see that, you're gonna say, "Yes, they're gonna continue." So you're gonna be swinging for the fences. 9 out of 10, you may go long, you may try to swing trade something, and then you get caught with this said reversal because they reached their objective. Jeez. This level, the weekly low. They got to the weekly low on Monday, right? So this Sunday, pull back, Monday, drive down, take the weekly low. Once they got that level, like I told you before, they only did a 23% retracement. That's not enough to properly fill a candle. Typically, when prices movement is really moving in a sense, they like to do a 38 or greater. 23 is they're going to be back very quickly. They're going to be back shortly. They're not going to be going long. They're going to come back and get the rest of it. They will push off, but they will come back. So all they did was make a 23% retracement. To look at it, that was Friday, just a little fair value gap on 1 hour, right? They keyed into that. Some people probably say, "Oh yeah, this the trade, century, paid, blah." But that's what they keyed into. Price got there, right? And they went for the weekly low, which was a fantastic trade that you was available for, right? You needed, me personally, like 85 ticks to trade that properly, or just wait for them to actually kick out, get out of it. So definitely the risk to reward was there. You had 100 ticks on the bottom, and you had the weekly low. But once they did that, they made that objective. That's when you look at it, say, "Hey, this Monday low, mark that out as always," because we starting off Monday, Tuesday. I'll start marking our levels. Then we're gonna go, where's my Monday high, which is here. Boop, boop. So from there, we're gonna keep tracking price, right? That's all I'm doing. I'm just stalking out price. I'm not doing nothing fancy here. I'm just following my price, trying to get my legs about me, trying to see like, hey, where price is going. It's too low. Because later on, I'm gonna use these levels as different targets, right? When they doing a range expansion, I like to use the previous day levels as targets so I can know exactly like, okay, this is how much points on the board. They'll at least go here, they'll go here, they'll crash through this, blah, right? So I'm just marking this up. As my objective is for price to get to this zone here, it's the 618 or greater. This is my objective, this zone here. So I'm not really tripping on price because I knew, hey, we got to pull back. All that. So this is our Tuesday high. Now, here's the thing. They want to mark out closing price too. That also plays a nice factor. Where price will be. You can do that for your other days, but we just focusing in on this setup here. All right. So from there, once price got up here, as you see, it was a lot of consolidation, right? A lot of consolidation. Also, y'all didn't know this is a March Simpson pattern. Hair, It's a real pattern. You can Google it. You don't have to take my word. Please Google it. It's fine. All right. So from there, we'll see. This is what I like to see on a Wednesday when I come into the market. I want to see this consolidation, right? I'm gonna mark out my zone. I want to see some manipulation, some consolidation, and then I know what time it is, right? We got in this level. I was looking for this to say, all right, cool. Price like to reject at the golden ratio. So if I can see some consolidation here and we having problems and we getting some manipulation, all that good stuff going on, then I know for sure we are good to go. All right. I said, hey, we at our 618. So what I like to do is got my handy dandy tool right there. Oh, so now I can get rid of the rest of this fib because I say, hey, this is the level I'm looking for. This is the weekly 61% retracement, right? This is what I was looking for. This is my objective. This is where I want the price to go. They got there, good. Then when they did get there, they consolidated. They stopped. They didn't get far. They consolidated. So when it comes to game day, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come to the market and then I'm gonna check my leg out. Right, we went up, shot down, took the low. Right, took a high, then we took a low. Our price retracing. Now, what I like to do is I'm gonna throw a fib from this leg to this leg, this pivot point, point A to point B. Oh, look like getting a little colory here, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. Two colors. There you go. Matter of fact, I know what's happening. That's why we got multiple tickets. We only want to focus on 618. All right, cool. So I'm looking still always, I like to look for my 61% retracement because my setup gonna come at this area, right? I'm gonna be in this ballpark, 61, 65% retracement. And then I'm gonna say, hey, what is my stop loss to structure, which is the high, previous high, right? The 100% of the fib. That's where my stop loss goes. At 61% in that ballpark, 61, 65%. High gonna be to structure, which is 30 ticks, which is very much reasonable because I'm looking for what 100-piece McNugget. Okay, we don't support McDonald's. I'm saying piece, which is right past my what negative 618 level, right? So there's my 100-piece. Okay, there's my setup. I'm like, great, 61% retracement. Boom, 30 tick for the risk. 100 ticks for the reward. I like those odds. I will roll out of bed for that. All right. If it ain't that, I don't want it. I don't want it. Okay. I don't. This is how I'm coming. Okay. This trade happened to take 3 hours and 48 minutes to actually play out. On average, a trade like this takes 45 minutes with proper volume to play out. Take 45 minutes to an hour. I think it was like the volatility in the market was a little bit different this week. I know a lot of dust is kicking up. A lot of news came out. We heard about UNH CEO getting hit with that control off the leak. I heard that boy camped out for him for that. They must have called Boeing people up to get that job done. I don't know. Hey, we'll see how that stock perform in a second. Yeah. So this is exactly what happened. That was the setup, and that is a great 1 to 10 trade. I say 3 to 7. There's risk through 30 ticks for 100 ticks. That's a 70 tick spread on your risk to reward. So it's still a great trade. If you can get it less than like you know, you can get it down to 20 ticks. Still, you don't want to take too much risk. But once you start seeing price get away, you can always take your risk down to this pivot point here. You have 150 ticks on the board. But if price spike up, then hey, you're gonna put yourself at risk. You can leave it there until you get a decent amount of ticks and profit, and then you can start locking in something. That way you keep yourself, you know, green on the books. Okay. Now, yeah, since let's look at XRP and then we'll go over to UNH. Messy. So XRP, okay. But I ain't gonna say no names. You know who you know you should have got some. It could be with the rest of us. It rocketed off, okay? It went to the moon. But here's the problem. Here's the problem. Got to 290. What happened was South Korea went on martial law. They locked the city down, or they locked a country down, right? And from there, it caused the crypto markets to take a nice little stumble. Bitcoin is now starting to bounce back in 98. XRP at 233, which is great. They needed some pullback. They need some consolidation because this was really not much of a retracement when they rocketed off here, right? When they done this, that's not enough. They just kept doing this little tier system. You had a little bit of consolidation here. That was not enough. I want more consolidation. I like to see more consolidation, more launch off, right? So currently, we had a 38% discount. I like to see it come down to 209, 189 with that news. It can kind of halt the progress. My predictions for XRP, I was looking for $3 a coin, or at least return back to all-time highs of 333. Yeah. I was looking for them to get to that high right there, 333, 332, I mean. Yeah, get back to this high, boom, take that out, or get to the $3 ballpark. So I'm not greedy. I'm just looking for this little window here, right? If they go past that, we're looking at 390 according to your fib. So you want to run a field game, won't, right? So we can really put a fib extension on here. Go for the low. We're going to use this for use this camera. So we can look at 337, 463, 528, 562, 611. They start hitting those numbers like that. Ooh, we. Y'all may not see me on the Zoom for a minute. I'm missing. I'll be here. Man. Woo-wee. Go on ahead, get now. Go on ahead, get. Yeah. Go on ahead, get up. Get on, get now. Go on, get. Now, that's XRP. I like for them to definitely get a retracement in. I believe they didn't build support. They just rocketed it off. Just like Bitcoin does. Anytime something rocket off, they will start going into a retracement. If you look at it, they did their consolidation breakdown. Now they're starting to go downwards, which is fine for people who average in, right? There's simple user fib, y'all can catch these levels. Still part. Okay, they got a little more to go. So they into the zone 220, 208, which is fine with me. I like that. All right. Now, last but not least, UNH. Let's go check the numbers. Let's go see what happened after the CEO got control of it. That happened at 6:46 a.m. right in front of, I believe it was the Hilton. They recovered nice today, Wednesday. So this is the price action for today. That's Monday. Where we at? Wait, thing like this, the futures market. A little risky. Okay. So Tuesday, boom. News broke. They dropped. They settling down. Let's go down to a lower time frame. It's 12-minute in there. Yeah, they gapped up this morning. I think they was already gonna go off, but with that news breaking first thing, yeah, you seen they starting to shift down. I was still debating. I was talking to a couple of traders about going short on this because with that uncertainty of them not having leadership and who they're gonna get to replace them and all that other key stuff, like what's gonna happen. Oh, see, shout out Trading View. All right, fact of the day, they got it right here. He was shot outside of a New York Hilton Midtown during an investor event. Mm. So, yeah, up the blicky on him. Broad daylight. They say our buddy was waiting 2 days. They say he was camped out. The boys like he was waiting for a sneaker release. He was camped out. Feel me? You know, he spent the block on that boy. You know, they control off the leak. They said he had silence and everything. That's Bowen action right there. Somebody paid that boy for real. That was no Timu hit, man. Just gonna tell you that right now. Nah. That was top dollar. Yeah. So that's my spiel. That's what I got for today. We just touched on that. Outside of that, that's it. My setup, my alert going off, like a pager or something, and you thinking that that's the right thing to do, that you clicking that button 10, 20, 30, 40 times, thinking like, hey, I'm really trading. So no, you're gambling. All right. You playing games, you gambling. That is not a setup. A real setup don't happen that often. Look for the A plus setups, get out to smaller time frames, get rid of the stress, get rid of the ego, admit that you're over trading, and learn and grow. It's the only way to grow is learn from your mistakes. But by doubling down, tripling down on these bad habits, taking these bad habits into the next year, it's only 2 more months left. And this is the last day of October, okay? So really only 1 month left in this year. If you take them same habits into 2025, because it's already here, folks, you take those same habits into the next year, then you need a wake-up call, okay? You need a wake-up call. I'm going to say what I really want to say. It's going up to YouTube. Make sure I like, subscribe, and comment on this video. I appreciate that. But you take these same habits into the next year, and you're going to keep complaining about why me, but you refuse to let go of your negative ways. You refuse to let go and grow. You refuse to humble yourself, get rid of the ego, and say, hey, maybe I should change things around. Maybe I should change my plan or actually follow my plan and stick to it, right? If you lose more than 2 trades in a day, shut it down. 3 trades, shut it down. You shouldn't get past 3. You suck, okay? Number 4 ain't going to be the magic bullet. It's not. Shut it down. You're wrong. By the time you clean up the mess you made on the previous 3 trades, plus the fees, you still in the hole. You keep that up, you blowing your accounts. It's no magic bullet. If I'm wrong one time, I'm shutting it down. I only take me one time to say I'm wrong. I'm logging into my paper trade account. I'm going to make it do what it do. If I'm right there, okay, cool. That means be patient, learn from your mistakes. But I'm not going to keep tricking off on a broker with these fees. I'm not going to keep giving my money up just to prove a point because my ego hurt. I'm not doing it. Okay? I highly recommend you take your loss. You're wrong that day. Shut it down. Be intelligent. Come back tomorrow. If you really believe in your trading skills, you should not have a problem coming back the next day because the market going to keep opening. Matter of fact, the NASDAQ, the New York Stock Exchange, they trying to keep that open 22 hours or 23 hours. They're trying to match the futures market. So really going to take it 22 hours a day. Opening on Sunday, closed by Friday. 22 hours, right? So it's even more trading they're going to try to give place. And I guarantee you hit that button and y'all fall for that trap, you ain't going to be on these Wall Street streets no more. You're going to be out there having a GoFundMe trying to get another account. You're going to be begging for money. Yeah, you're going to need somebody to spot you some change to help you get another, account for another challenge. Get you another challenge account. Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna have to set up rehab centers for Apex, but all those cheap accounts y'all keep getting. Now, get it together. Tighten up. Don't take the habits into next year. Learn from your mistakes and grow. That's it. It ain't no other way around this. You can't. Yeah. Thank you, Rob. At the end of the day, who you giving these profits up to? You feel me? Like you keep doing the same thing, you're gonna keep getting the same results. There's no way around it, right? If you keep clicking that button because you refuse to sit down, take a break, learn the mistakes, review, review your charts, look for your best trade setups. Typically, we do this on Wednesday. Y'all can raise your hand about it, put it in the chat or whatever, unmute. After Wednesday, how many good trades is it? Maybe one by Friday? Is it one on Thursday? Y'all tell me if I'm tripping or not. That 100 tick move on gold, that 100 tick move on oil, that 100 plus tick move, that 1,000 tick move on any other tick. Talk to me, bro.
Happened real nice on Tuesday.
But after that, what happened after that?
After that, it's up in the air, depending on news.
Exactly. It's up in the air. It's fairy dust. It's foo-foo. Once it have its good moves, it's dead. It's done. That's it. So when you keep carrying, trying to beat that horse and having a trade every single day, all you're doing is subject yourself to losses, mental damage, and fees. Tricking off on the market, you're messing up your mental health. Now you're crying in mindset on Saturday. I'm enjoying the coffee, enjoying my Saturday. Eating bougie, my pinky out, sipping expensive coffees. Being a coffee snob, what they say. Yes, it's mine. I'm having fine discussion over different beings from different regions of the world. That's how I like to spend my Saturdays. But if you want to have emotional damage, keep trading like that. Yeah. Keep trading like that. All right, and that's my piece.